Beneath the ordinary world lies a veil, and behind it, the voices of the lost still whisper.
We are your guides into the shadows, where true crime meets the paranormal.
From chilling crimes to haunted histories, we uncover the stories that refuse to rest.
This is Veil of Echoes.
Some games are made for children, meant to pass the time, but others were never meant to be played at all. They spread in whispers, online forums, late night dares, stories told by flashlight, games that promise to open doors, summon answers, or prove you're brave enough to face what's waiting in the dark. An elevator that might carry you to another world. A mirror that shows you more than your reflection. A candlelit ritual where the wrong question could invite something in. A doll that hides when the lights go out and comes looking for you when they stay off too long. A game of the mind where each door you open brings you closer to someone or something you should never meet. And one played in silence, in the privacy of your own bathroom, where a spirit slips closer every time you turn your back. They call them rituals, challenges, legends. But what if they're warnings? What if every set of rules, every whispered step, was written by the ones who never made it back? Tonight, we're exploring the world of paranormal games, rituals that dare you to play and punish those who win.
Welcome back to Veil of Echoes. Tonight, we've got another little Halloween treat for you.
Every Wednesday this month, we're bringing you bite-sized stories to keep the shadows close, all leading up to our big Halloween night special.
And tonight, we're diving into a world where curiosity can be dangerous. Paranormal games. You know, the ones that spread online or through whispers at midnight.
Most people have heard of the classics. Bloody Mary, the Ouija board, the ones you grew up daring your friends to play.
But tonight, we're going deeper. The games that don't show up in movies or Halloween party dares. The ones hidden in forum posts, creepypasta threads, and stories that most people have never heard of.
And we're here to talk about them, not try them. But it's still fun to imagine what might happen if someone did.
Or if someone already has.
So before we jump in, if you had to pick one paranormal game that freaks you out the most, which one would it be?
Well, see, I've only heard of Ouija board or Bloody Mary growing up. I haven't really heard of any others until researching these.
Yeah, mine was always Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Mine too, because same, like, that's the one I heard about the most besides the Ouija board, but Bloody Mary always seemed like I don't want to have to.
Yeah.
I remember what grade was I in? First grade? And that was a big thing then. And I remember, I think it was Alex. But we would pretend that Bloody Mary was our friend.
Hey, I mean, sometimes that's what you gotta do.
And then she's like, look in the doorway. Do you see her there? And I'm like, what?
Sometimes that's what you gotta do, though. You just gotta make friends with it.
Maybe that's all she needed.
Yeah, maybe that's what she was wanting. And somebody was just an asshole and was like, I
went along with it, so. So grab a flashlight, keep the lights low, and let's start with one of the most infamous paranormal challenges ever whispered about. The elevator game.
The elevator hums softly as it climbs. The buttons glow like tiny stars in the dark. Each one a doorway. But not every doorway leads where it should. They say if you enter the elevator alone in a building with at least 10 floors and press the buttons in a very specific sequence, you can slip between worlds. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, and 5. And each stop, the doors open. You don't step out. You don't say a word. And when the doors open on the 5th floor, a woman is said to enter. She looks human, but the moment you speak to her, or even glance too long, you've already lost the game. The final button you press is the one that takes you to the 10th floor. If the elevator starts rising, you've done it correctly. When the doors open, you won't be where you started. Some say you'll find yourself in a deserted version of your world. The lights dim, the air thick, the building empty, except for you and the woman. The elevator game is said to have originated in Korea and Japan, spreading across online message boards in the early 2000s. Its earliest documented mention came from Korean forums around 2008. Stories of players vanishing, reappearing hours later, distorted and terrified, claiming they'd seen something when the doors opened. One case describes a young woman who returned pale and shaking, insisting she spent days in the other world, though only minutes had passed on the security footage. She never used elevators again. After the 2013 death of Elisa Lam, the 21-year-old student found inside the rooftop water tank at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, conspiracy forums reignited the legend. Her final moments captured on the hotel surveillance footage showed her stepping in and out of the elevator, pressing buttons in a strange sequence, hiding as if someone unseen was standing just outside. Though her death was officially ruled accidental, many believe she had just been playing the elevator game and never made it back. Even skeptics admit something about the elevator feels wrong. When you're alone, that endless hum, the metal walls closing in, the moment before the doors open when you wonder what you'll see. And the rules, they're simple. Don't speak to her. Don't look at her. And whatever you do, don't get off on the wrong floor.
It's just creepy. Want to know what she looks like?
Some old hag.
Like, what's that one movie? The Devil? The woman in the elevator? Would it be something like that?
You know, I've never
She comes
seen
in
that.
looking innocent.
I've never seen that. I need to watch it.
Isn't there's something like that Ron Perlman's in? It's like the devil in the elevator or something.
That might be it. I don't know. I know there's a movie called, is it just The Devil or something?
Yeah, it's called Devil, but like they all get murdered in an elevator by an old lady who's apparently the devil.
Huh. Well.
Because they're all brought there, but kind of like Saul, she knew something about all of them, and about each time they got to a different floor or something, she killed one of them off.
I'm almost wondering if that's the one that he's in.
Good question. Yeah, I don't know. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I remember the old lady, but I don't remember who was in the elevator with her.
Ugh.
Let's see here.
She probably is the classic long black hair, wrinkly old woman.
Probably.
Nightmare fuel. So, serious question though. Would either of you actually try it? Like if someone dared you, would you play the elevator game by yourself?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a wild time, but I want to try the sequence because you don't speak to her, you don't look at her. I do that anyway. Just avoid the bitch.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I feel like if you saw a creepy old woman, then I would.
Yeah,
I'd probably.
you're going to want to step out as soon as you can, but
I'd just be like, I know what this bitch is here for. Just end it now.
yeah, because she has to be some kind of monitor.
Monitor?
Well, if you do right, you make it back, apparently. If you do wrong, then
Where do you go? Like what happens?
wherever
if
she
you
takes
look?
you.
Yeah, I don't want to know where she takes you.
Yeah, because, like, can I videotape it? I don't think so.
I would like to know where you're going to take me to.
Yeah. Just have your camera ready when she opens the doors. That way you don't look at her but take a picture before you go.
Yeah, until you look at the picture and you're like, fuck.
But
Look straight into her eyes.
Yeah.
the way the Alyssa or Lisa Lamb case ties in is kind of weird because she was like stepping out, but from what we've seen on surveillance camera, the elevator never moved. But what if she thought at the point that it was moving, and that's why she kept stepping out on different times? And
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I was obsessed with that for a while looking into it, but it's the first time I heard about the elevator.
Same,
game.
'cause-
But that does make, I mean, it's a good conspiracy theory, I guess. It does make sense in a way,
Yeah.
how she was acting.
because that's the only thing I could think is maybe she was getting out every time it stopped in her mind,
Maybe.
but it wasn't the floor she wanted to get out on.
I just don't know how she ended up in that water tank.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
She's just like, I'm going to go into a sleep deprivation tank.
Yeah.
This will work best.
But that's the thing about these rituals. They sound harmless until you realize how personal they get. Not all of them need an elevator or even a building. Some just need a candle, a mirror, and a question you might regret asking.
They say if you ever want to know what's really hiding inside your own mind, there's a way to ask. You don't need much. Just 3 chairs, 2 mirrors, and a candle in a very dark room. They call it the 3 Kings ritual. The idea is simple, or at least it looks that way. You set the first chair in the center, that's your throne. On either side facing you, 2 more chairs. One holds a mirror, your queen. The other holds a mirror, your fool. The candle sits between them, flickering softly. At 3:33 a.m., you take your seat. You hold the candle and stare forward, not at your reflection, but at the shadows that form in your peripheral vision. Because that's when the kings arrive. They say one represents truth, one represents lies, and the one sitting in your chair decides which is which. You can ask them questions, but not personal ones. Never insults, never dares, and never, ever let the candle go out. If it does, it means they're done with you. The ritual's origins are unclear, but most trace it back to the early 2010s creepypasta culture. A post that surfaced on Reddit's non-sleep and later spread across paranormal blogs. The author claimed it wasn't just a story, that it was a real psychological ritual meant to reveal what you already know but refuse to see. It took off because people began sharing their results. One user described hearing her mother's voice behind her, though she knew she was alone. Another said his reflection in one mirror smiled, but only one. And then there was the girl who said she woke up hours later, candle melted to nothing, her phone missing, the mirrors fogged as if someone had been breathing against the glass. Skeptics say it's nothing but a test of suggestion and fear. Staring into mirrors in dim light can trick the brain into seeing things that aren't there. But believers swear it's more than that. That if you play correctly, the kings will speak. And if you look directly at them, they might just look back.
I feel like that one would mess me up the most only because there's something about mirrors in the dark. Your mind starts filling in what isn't there.
I don't know, this one's kind of creepy.
It is creepy.
Yeah.
In the dark and just a mirror and candlelight, right?
Just another one of those situations where you'd have to play it to find out, and then do you really want to play it? Well,
I feel like my mind would get to me too much and then I'd have a panic attack.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's a good possibility.
That's what would happen to me.
Mm-hmm. And if I started hearing whispers behind me, I don't know, I'd just try to smack it and run away.
Well, especially if you knew for a fact you were alone, then you're like,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's there? See, that's the thing with these rituals. The deeper you go, the more it feels like you're not the one playing anymore. And the next one, you don't sit and wait. You have to move. Or it finds you first.
They say, if you want to meet the darkness itself, all you have to do is invite it in. The ritual is called the Midnight Game, or more famously, the Midnight Man. It's said to have roots in ancient pagan punishment rituals, the kind used to make people face their own sins in the dark. But what began as folklore became a viral dare on creepy pasta forums, where players shared detailed instructions on how to summon him. All you need is a piece of paper, a candle, a few drops of your own blood, and the courage to walk through your own home alone at midnight. You start by writing your full name on the paper. Then you prick your finger, just enough to let a single drop fall. You light the candle. You place the paper at your front door. And exactly 12 a.m., you knock on the door 22 times. The final knock must land at midnight. Then you open the door, blow out the candle, and close it again. That's your invitation. The game has begun. Now, you relight the candle and start moving. You can't stop. You can't fall asleep. And whatever you do, you can't let the candle go out. Because if it does, it means he's near. Players describe sudden cold spots, whispers that follow them down hallways, the flicker of their movement in their peripheral vision. And some say they feel a presence just behind them, tall, watching and breathing. If you can't relight the candle in time, you're supposed to surround yourself in a circle of salt and wait until 3:33 a.m. when the game officially ends. The goal? Survival. You don't win the midnight game. You just make it to morning. No one knows where the ritual truly began, though it may link to European pagan cleansing ceremonies designed to banish evil spirits by confronting them. When the instructions resurfaced online around 2011, they spread fast through YouTube, 24-hour challenge videos, ghost hunting forums, and teen blogs. Some who claimed to play reported waking with scratches on their arms, bruises shaped like fingerprints, or doors left wide open that had been locked before midnight. One post simply read, "The candle went out. I couldn't relight it. He's still here."
All right, serious question. Would you even make it past the first knock? Like, would you bring yourself to open the door after midnight knowing something might walk in?
I'd be too scared, I think, but I'd be curious. And I looked at it. It was that Midnight. The Midnight Man is a movie that we watched. Did you see it? It came out like 2013. It's based off this. I was like, this sounds really familiar.
Never seen it.
It's a creepy one. But yeah, nope.
The rules sound familiar, but I don't recall hearing about it. But the movie, I definitely remember seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, it says several high school students get trapped in an endless cycle of their worst fears after performing a pagan ritual as a lark. Yeah. It was creepy. I do kind of want to try these, but at the same time...
I definitely want to try them.
We should just have an videotape ourselves and post it.
Do it with the Dybbuk box.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, I'll take the blame for all of it because I want to open it all.
I'll probably become missing the next morning, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Would you do it?
I want to try the elevator game because I'm curious. I've heard a few things about it and it seems wild. The Midnight Man, I mean, that one seems a little, I mean, you got to walk through your own house in the middle of the night. I mean, all right. Just can't let your candle go out.
Yeah, if I saw it go out, I don't know.
I'd be like, right, we're done.
Like, all right, he's here.
I'm ready.
Where are you at?
Yeah, because it says you have to do it at exactly midnight, but it lasts till 3:33 a.m. That's, 3 hours and 33 minutes of torture to yourself. But is it all psychological? You got to play to find out.
Yeah.
Gotta play the game. Unfortunately, these are the games you have to play to find out.
Exactly.
Yes. Every single one of them. Mm-hmm. Can't just hearsay. You got to figure it out and play it. And the worst part? There's no way to prove it isn't real. You only find out by playing.
And not every game wants to chase you, though. Some wait for you to call their name first.
It starts like a child's game. Hide and seek. Only this time, you're playing with something that isn't alive. In Japan, it's called Hitori Kakurenbo. The one-man hide and seek. The instructions sound innocent enough. Take a stuffed doll, cut it open, remove the stuffing, and replace it with rice and a few strands of your own hair or fingernails. Then stitch it back up with red thread, the color of blood, and give it a name. At 3 a.m., you fill a bathtub with water. You place the doll inside. Then, holding a knife, you say, the doll's name is the first it. You leave the room. 30 seconds later, you return. Find the doll and stab it, declaring, now I'm it. After that, the game has begun, and the doll is no longer just a toy. From that moment on, the rules are simple. Hide, stay quiet, and never, ever forget the salt. Because salt is the only thing that can end the game. When you're ready to stop, you pour salt water into your mouth, but you don't swallow. You have to find the doll, spit the salt water on it, and say 3 times, "I win." If you fail, the doll keeps looking. The ritual became a viral phenomenon in Japan's 2CH forums around 2007. Thousands claim to have tried it, posting grainy videos of dolls moving, TVs turning on by themselves, or static voices whispering their names. Soon, English translations spread to Reddit and YouTube, with proof clips that showed stuffed animals shifting positions when no one was in frame. One Japanese news site even reported a group of college students calling police after one doll disappeared. When officers arrived, they found the bathtub empty, just a puddle of red tinted water on the floor and a single word scrawled on the mirror: "Found you." Skeptics say it's just suggestion, the power of fear mixed with sleep deprivation. But believers think the ritual works because of what's inside. Rice, a symbol of life and nourishment, and human DNA. Hair or nails, to give it a host. Together, they say it's enough to draw a spirit in.
Why is it always the dolls?
Because it has to be.
Always the dolls are the fucking creepiest.
It seems like it. Always the dolls.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if you send them in one part of your room, they literally follow you wherever you go because the damn eyes.
Yeah. Creepy ass little things.
Like, oh, hey, I'm going to go to the left side of the room because I don't think, nope, it's following me. It's nope.
And I was just in the basement last night and fucking saw the Raggedy Ann doll down there. I was like, ugh. I keep forgetting you sit right there, of course.
Fucking Raggedy Ann dolls, man.
Ugh. Yeah. But would you guys keep a doll in your house after hearing about this? Like, if someone gave you one as a gift, would you trust it?
No.
I'm just thinking back to the Robert the doll.
Yeah.
Well, my curiosity is, like, if they go through all that trouble, is it just hunting for them? So if they give it to you, is it just going to find a way back to them regardless? Because if so, then I'm like, all right, it obviously you want to keep it. Stop bringing it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it would be creepy in the moment, but it's another thing you have to figure out.
I mean, even Barbie dolls are creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it.
And portraits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some portraits, I'm like,
The
what?
unrealistic smiles.
They just stare at you.
They do.
Wherever you
It's
go. Like, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the Menendez brothers, the TV show, how they've got that painting of the family over their fireplace. And I'm just like, that gives me the heebie-jeebies just because they're just like staring.
Yeah. That is creepy. Yeah, screw that.
I think what makes that one worse is you're alone. It's not just a spirit haunting you. You invited it, and now it knows your name.
And sometimes you don't need dolls or elevators. All you need is your own mind.
They call it a game, but it's more like a descent, a journey inward, through your own mind, where every choice could lead you deeper, or trap you there forever. This one's known as red door, yellow door, sometimes doors to the mind. It's played with 2 people. One lies down, their head resting in the lap of the other, eyes closed, arms raised above their head. The partner places their hands on the player's temples and begins to whisper. Red door, yellow door, any other color door. Over and over until the person lying down starts to see something. They describe long hallways filled with doors, some bright, some dark. Each one leads somewhere. but you never know where until you open it. And that's the danger. Players say it feels like dreaming, but sharper. You can move, think, decide. You can open doors, but there are rules. Never open a door that's completely black. Never go downstairs. Never talk to anyone who's smiling. And if you see clocks, run. Because if you notice the time, your time might run out. The game first surfaced online in the early 2010s, often tied to lucid dreaming and shadow work forums. Some said it originated as a guided hypnosis experiment, a way to explore subconscious fears. Others believed it was something older, a spiritual gateway disguised as a sleep game. Soon, stories spread, players saying they'd woken up screaming, paralyzed, their arms still frozen above their heads. Some saw doorways lined with hands reaching out. Others swore they'd opened a yellow door and stepped into a room full of mirrors, all showing their reflections smiling back, except one. Psychologists say it's the mind turning fear inward, the brain creating hallways to process trauma. But those who've played say there's more to it, that the guide isn't always the person sitting beside you. Sometimes they whisper, and a voice that doesn't belong to your friend at all. I mean, this one is pretty creepy. I mean, the idea you're just stuck in your own mind with something else walking around in there.
Yeah. I don't want somebody in my brain.
It gets pretty dark in there.
I have enough in my brain. I don't get anymore.
They'd run right back out. As soon as they get in there, they'd run right back out.
You're like, oh, never mind.
They're like, fuck this shit. It's even worse than we are. Fuck this. Here we go.
Find the next victim.
Yeah.
We're just going to go find the next person who's not as fucked up as this one. We thought we were screwed up. Man, she's got problems.
Yeah.
If you knew you could open one door and find out something about yourself, even if it scared you, would you do it?
No. I know.
I don't know if I would want to find something out about myself, because if I don't know about it, it just needs to stay hidden.
Right, exactly. If you don't know something about yourself, then...
It just needs to stay hidden.
I mean, because I think I know everything about myself.
You just never know in this day and age.
Or, like, your deepest dark... I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it says anything, so...
And there's one way to find out, I guess. Play the games.
Some of these games I really don't want to find out, but at the same time I do. I want to find out the elevator thing. I want to know if that actually works. I need to go to a hospital that's got more than 10 floors so I can try this.
Well, my hospital does.
They might end up putting me in the mental ward.
So it has to have at least 10 floors, so
Mine has
an
12.
extra would be nice.
There we go. Now, I mean, they might be seeing this video footage and being like, this girl needs to be in our mental floor. Like, what the hell is she doing? She's going different floors and she's pressing different buttons. I just want to meet the woman who's supposed to be on here with me. What woman, ma'am?
Red door, yellow door seems more like a psychological breakthrough than
Yeah.
a scary demonic possession or the possibility of being left in another world because you left the elevator too soon.
Yeah. That red door, yellow door, it would definitely be one of those things that would screw you up for a while.
Yeah, it might be screwed up, but I think you'll be all right. And maybe that's the point of these games. They promise answers, connection, power, but all they really do is remind us how easy it is to lose yourself in the dark. Some rituals summon something. Others invite it to follow you. In Japan, there's one game almost no one admits to playing twice. It's called the Daruma-san, or the bath game. It begins when you're completely alone and most vulnerable. At night, you fill your bathtub halfway with water. Warm, but not hot. You undress. You step in facing the faucet. Then, you close your eyes and begin to wash your hair. As you do, you whisper over and over, Daruma-san fell down. Daruma-san fell down. You repeat it until you feel it. A shift in the air, a weight behind you, a presence watching. And then you'll see it in your mind's eye. A woman slipping and falling on the bathroom floor, cracking her head open on the faucet. That's when you stop. Quickly, you ask, why did you fall? I was saying, why the fuck?
I'd be like, who the fuck are you in my bathroom?
Do you not have life alert?
Listen, why did you fall? Okay. I'll do it. Hang on. Okay. A woman slipping and falling on the bathroom floor, cracking her head open on the faucet. That's when you stop. Quickly, you ask her, why did you fall? But you don't wait for the answer. You rinse the soap from your hair, still with your eyes closed, still facing forward. Then, and this is the most important rule, you get out of the bathtub without turning around. Because if you do, she's there. When you leave the bathroom, you turn off the lights, close the door behind you, and go to sleep. But when you wake up, the game isn't over. That's when she begins to follow you. They say she trails just a few feet behind, soaking wet with tangled black hair, one eye missing, and a bone-deep smile. If you look over your shoulder too quickly, you might see her. If you stop moving for too long, you might feel her hand brush against your back. To win the game, you must tag her out. At some point during the day, if you feel her close enough to touch, you have to yell, Kita, which means cut, and swing your arm through the air like a blade, breaking the connection. But if you wait too long, if you let her get too close, she'll grab you, and you won't wake up the next morning.
So you know what makes that one worse? Everyone showers alone, like every single day. It's so ordinary that you could accidentally start thinking about her. So then, which I'm going to probably do now.
Yeah.
Next time I take a shower and be like, oh. Well, it says in a bathtub, though. I don't take baths.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go home and do this. I really am. I really want to try
We all
this.
should just do all of them. Just do them all.
All right. I'm down.
So I'm just curious on this one. Like, there's a whole ritual you have to go through. So you just got to make sure you don't turn around. You got to keep your eyes closed, but you only get to wash your hair. So like I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Yeah, I want to know why you have to be doing this while you're washing your hair.
I want to know why all of a sudden a woman's in your bathroom.
Yeah,
Like, who are you?
Yeah, because it says at one point you just like see her slip and bust her head.
Yeah.
You ask her how she's doing, but
like,
then you don't wait for the answer.
Like,
Are you okay?
You okay over there?
Yeah, so why do I gotta ask the question?
You just continue washing your hair like nothing's wrong.
Do you need me to call somebody for you?
Yeah.
Do we need somebody to come and pick you up, ma'am?
Oh, gosh.
Exactly. That's what makes it creepy. It's not a haunted house. It's your house. You can't escape her because she's already there. If you knew a spirit would follow you for just one day, watching, whispering, waiting, would curiosity tempt you to play? Or would you leave the ritual unfinished forever?
Oh, I mean, again, like, if I was next time I ever get in a bath, I'm going to think of this probably.
I'm just going to think of an old lady watching me nude. Like, I don't know what her intentions are.
I just don't think I can properly repeat the phrase, so I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Who knows, though? Maybe you said it, like, perfect, and now you're really screwed.
Exactly.
I mean,
these are interesting. I haven't heard some of them until I looked them up, but...
I mean...
Because the only ones... What? Again, the Ouija board, Bloody Mary. Oh, and I've tried the light as a feather, stiff as a board before.
Oh, I did that once.
That's another game, right?
Yeah.
Other than that...
Yeah, I did that one once.
Is the Candyman a real one? Or is that just the movie?
No, there's something based on the Candyman.
Yeah.
Not like the movie affects him coming out and that, but like the guy who is poisoning apples and whatnot.
Well, that was the real on Halloween. He actually did that, but I mean the game itself.
I think that one's just based off of like Bloody Mary and something else because he comes out of the mirror and shit. I don't know what the bees are about, but
You know, I'm just really curious as to why is the old lady, or whatever, if she's an old lady, why is she watching me in the tub?
that's my thing. Like, he is scared of chinchillas. That's what that was, squeaking. He just freaked them right out. He said, ah, ah, ah.
Chinchillas were like, dude, we're just trying to sleep.
It's probably exactly what was happening. He woke up like, oh shit.
Like, we're just trying to sleep, man. Come on.
What if he woke the other one up? This is not a drill.
This is bullshit.
That's funny. Oh,
Poor
things.
babies. It's okay.
It
It's
was
just
funny,
the
though.
monster.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so now that we went through these, which one is the creepiest to you guys?
Bathtub.
Yeah, because that one seems more possible of happening. Because, like you said, you have to bathe every day, and there's just a thought that you might be thinking about it. But if you're thinking about it facing the other direction, or if you're thinking about it while washing a different part of your body, or while your eyes are open, I don't think it's going to happen the exact same way. Because you have to be in the bathtub, like in the water. And I mean, I shower. I don't really bathe because I don't like laying down in the tub myself. I think you'll be all right in that part. But if you ever happen to relax in the bath, then yeah, you're going to think about it. And maybe you're going to have a fucking old lady just...
Yeah, that's the creepiest thing for me because I want to know why she's in the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
Why is it a bathroom? Why do you have to be washing your hair?
All of a sudden she just falls down.
Why do you
cracks her
have to be
head.
buck-ass naked? And there's this lady just,
She's a pervert.
hey.
Is there a connection? Like, what happened to you in the bathtub? Why do you keep showing up? Like, it says she fell and busted her head on the faucet, but was it an
Maybe.
accident or...
Maybe that's how she, I don't know.
Why do you
died
keep
and-
following me into the bathroom?
She's like, I'm just holding your head up because I slipped and drowned. So, like, no, I said you bust your head open. I just
Maybe
saw
that's
it.
just how she's a vengeful spirit, I guess, that she's mad because she died.
She's telling you, this is how you're going to die, bitch.
Yeah,
This is how you're going to go out.
That's my guess.
If this is the way I went out, this is the way you're going out. Hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're all creepy. I think the creepiest one for me would be the Three Kings
Yeah.
ritual. Just because you're sitting in the dark and...
Yeah, the red door, yellow door don't even measure to, like, the Three Kings would be an interesting one because you have one mirror here, a candle right in front of you. And then if you do it just right, you have two different reflections of yourself, both simultaneously doing something. And if it works out right, you could be able to ask them some kind of question that they'll answer, and you might not like the answer.
So creepy.
I mean, that's extremely creepy, but I'm going to stick with the bathtub.
Oh, that one's still good. They're all
Just
creepy.
because I want to know why there's a woman watching me in a tub.
Hey, because once again, I mean, I'm not in the elevator ever. Very,
Yeah, I
very
am.
seldom. Yeah, you're in an
Yeah.
elevator about every day you work, but
Now I'm going to think, should I press the sequence while I'm
Do
here?
the sequence.
Especially on my night shift. Be
you
like,
got to make sure, because I
Ooh.
think it says you
if
have
I
to have
become missing, guys, this
at
is
least
what
10
happens.
floors or something. I don't think there's a certain number you can't go over.
Well, I'm going to
But-
go to a hotel now and try this at a hotel.
I feel like hotels would be creepier than a hospital. Just because it's quieter.
Yeah, but if you do it at night in the hospital,
Yeah, that's true.
that
Yeah, it
adds
is
a little
pretty
bit more.
quiet at nighttime.
Yeah.
At the hospital.
Unless you're on the mental health floor.
Well, because
Then it
most
might be a
hotels,
different-
then people are either getting killed or committing suicide, where at hospitals, I mean, you're there already knowing you're dying or you need help with something. So
Yeah, you already know that you're on your way out if you're in the hospital dying.
I feel like most vengeful spirits would be in the hotel area, where most of the more seen activity would be in a hospital because it's more frequent.
Ugh. But it's wild how every one of these starts as a game. But the moment you hear the rules, it doesn't sound like fun anymore. Just a mirror, a bathtub, or a door. And maybe a little curiosity. That's all it takes to blur the line between a game and something darker.
An elevator that opens to another world. A mirror that answers when you shouldn't be asking. A game that haunts you through your own house. A doll that waits in the dark. A door in your mind you were never meant to open. And a spirit that follows you from the water, waiting for you to look back. These aren't just games. They're invitations. And every invitation has a price. Because once you know the rules, it's hard to forget them. And maybe that's how these things really spread. Not through rituals or instructions, but through curiosity.
And that wraps up tonight's Halloween treat mini-sode. We'll be back next Wednesday with another story to keep the shadows close as Halloween night creeps closer.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow Veils of Echoes wherever you listen and leave us a review if you dare.
And tell us, if you had to play one of these games, which one would it be? Would you risk opening a door, lighting a candle, or calling her name in the dark? Until next time, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.